in the last decade or so, probably a bit more, elites have become important, and now there's suddenly all this attention to the top 1%, and there's all the work by Thomas Piketty and many others about, well, that's if you want to understand equality, you need to think about that. Meanwhile, I feel that in the humanities and history, and I have the impression that also a bit in archaeology, there has been the move in the opposite direction, which is, and now there's this set of realizations that you very nicely describe in your personal life, that, maybe there are all this knowledge that we should have about the non-elites. And then we're going to talk more about what elites mean and not in the 90%, and how to think about that.
It's a lot harder to get underneath that, to try to find even the kind of statistics that would animate an average GDP. And my book is really interested in this question of how we actually constitute those data sets, which in a contemporary world, right, is constituted by billions of transactions. How in the world do we find out what those are for a world, 2,000 years ago or earlier? So that's one of the reasons that we have a lot more data than we had 30 years ago for the activities of what I'm calling the 90%. So there's a whole bunch of different motivations, I think, probably none of which really have to do with what have reoriented the study of modern economics toward the 1% that have done the reverse in the case of the ancient world.